Hello everyone and welcome back to Moments with Anastasiia, a podcast where we talk about growth, entrepreneurship and the people who create meaningful impact in their communities. Today's episode is dedicated to a very important topic, the power of communities, especially here in Dubai. Dubai is a city full of opportunities and ambitious people from all over the world. But at the time, many people often feel that it's not always easy to build a real connection and supportive circles. That's why communities are becoming more and more important. Today I'm joined by two inspiring women. My first guest is Veronika, an entrepreneur and event creator in Dubai who previously found the InCircle community, a platform that brought women together through events, conversation and shared experiences. My second guest is Tanya, an entrepreneur passionate about personal development and creating environments where women can connect, grow and support each other. And today we're talking about something new. The three of us decided to unite together and build a new community. We'll talk about why communities matter, what they can give to people and what are we planning to create. Let's dive in. So ladies, how do you feel today? Welcome to Moments with Anastasiia.
Anastasiia, thank you so much for having me. To be honest, I've been dreaming about doing podcasts for a very, very, very long time. And I'm so excited that my dream is finally coming true. Thanks to you guys. Thank you to you, Tanya. And especially in such a very, very meaningful and special topic for us. So I'm super excited. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Tanya, how do you feel? And welcome back again to my podcast.
Thank you. I'm feeling very happy today to be here. And thank you, Anastasiia, for inviting me. I'm really happy to be part of this discussion about communities, about opportunities, and about grow together.
Yeah, beautiful. So I wanted to start first with Veronika. So tell us about your experience. We know that you were a founder and owner of InCircle community before, and it was a huge community with over 6,000 people. So tell us a little bit about how it was for you, what made you to create such community.
To be honest with you, I think I've been always having this thing inside of me. This whole thing of building a communities, I find myself often that, like during the time when I was young and stuff, I was a class leader, and also later on I was a president of my school. So I honestly think that it's been always part of me. At the time when InCircle events started, I was working at that point in oil and gas company. So I was having just a corporate job. And at some point, one of my colleagues, she was like posting stories in her Instagram, and she was like, "Girls, I just finished the whole styling courses, and so many of you have been asking, sending pictures from the fitting rooms and asking, if this is something that it will match me and stuff." And she's like, "I was thinking, why don't we do the thing at home? You come at my place, we'll do breakfast and stuff." And then I texted her saying, "You know what? I don't think so. It's a good idea. I've got a better one. Why don't we gather together?" And at that point, I had a very clear, like a picture in my mind that it should be a beautiful venue with full glass windows. It should be photographer, videographer, gifts for the ladies, So for me, it was always, I think, more than just event. It was something much more bigger. We organized our first event, and obviously we had no business plan. So once the event finished, girls came, and there was like, "So what's next?" And the reality that there was nothing else. I was just, I think, following my soul, my heart, and just doing something that I think I'm doing really very well. And then slowly from in February, we hosted our first event. And then by the end of the year, in December, I was doing 15 events per month, still working in my corporate job.
Which year it was?
It was 2021.
2021, yeah, beautiful. So you were having a corporate job and you were creating an events on the side, right?
Yeah, 100%. So, like, to be honest, I was always like that, I would come to work, I'd do my job like during an hour, and then I'm gonna be like, okay, what's next? What do I do? So like I was bored, like I was really sure bored at my job. Like it was not interested for me anymore, you know. I felt like I was more than that, you know. So yeah, that's my story.
Beautiful story. And honestly, it's very nice to have a community. I mean, you worked and you had on the side something which you grow to such a huge level where you created a space for other women to actually
100%.
connect, you know.
Yeah.
And I believe this is the best experience you can ever give to anyone.
And I think, you know, what's the best also out of it, that there was no initial plan of doing something like that. And I was just, again, following my inner inner thing that was just saying, Veronika, you've got to do this. And like it was beautiful, honestly.
Yeah, I'm sure, and also transformative for so many people because when you create such a nice environment, people share their growth, people celebrate their victories. So, I mean, you have done a great job, and we will come back to that.
Thank you.
Tanusha, I want to ask you, why do you think now it's important to have communities like this in Dubai?
First of all, friends. You know, a woman needs just a friend sometimes to have a coffee together, to get an advice, or to have just a small talk. It's so important for us, yeah? And, you know, a few years ago in Dubai, when I was organizing my Halloween women party, for example, my sister, she found her best friend on this event, which I was the one who organized it. And I think it's telling you a lot, yeah? Just a small event, around 20 girls on a yacht, and it's like everybody find whatever they are searching for. And these communities are playing a very important role in our lives. That's what I truly believe so.
Yeah, I mean, building a community and having just a small event, sometimes it's so impactful. For example, I met Veronika on your boat party, and now look at the connection. So it's just a small step towards having the friendship, towards being together as a one team, maybe creating a business together. So it's all about just having that opportunity. And I believe that three of us are so powerful. Three of us have such a unique, beautiful features, which gives us chance to, to create something meaningful. And
For me, it's like a puzzle, you know. We're super different, three of us. There is one thing though very common, that we actually want to serve women and help women and be there in order for us to build something, as you said, very meaningful, very special. But in the same time, this is something which is, inside of this podcast studio. We built our own community right now, where three of us going to do something more beautiful even.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, something small can create something very big.
And impactful.
And you never know where is like one meeting or like one, event or one yacht or wherever it is will take you out.
This always about Dubai, actually.
Veronika, question for you. Why do you think communities like this are very important and impactful in Dubai?
First of all, I think these kind of communities are very important in Dubai because most of the people here are who? Expats. And in most of the cases, we're all coming here without our family, without our old friends. And, even though that Dubai is full of people, it's an amazing city and stuff, but so many people feel still lonely here. So that's why I think that the communities are very important. At the point when the InCircle community used to exist, I was, when I was creating a different events and stuff, I was trying to think and make sure that I will target each and every targeted audience of a woman here in Dubai, meaning that the workshop, not the workshops, the events, the meetups, there was very different, from the time that we will just have a small little chef, Italian chef cooking for us, and we'll just have a glass of wine with the girls, to the point where there was self-development, self-growing, and to the point where it's just a woman to woman, as Tanya said, that each woman need a woman. And this is I think there is so much power in this whole word combination, that each woman need a woman. And then once you actually realize it, once you understand the meaning of it, is like success. And what was the most beautiful thing is that the real connections was happening. Girls was finding each other, and then there was finding ways about them, like something which was very interesting for them. So for example, I remember it was our first workshop, and it was related with the yoga and standing on the nails. And at that point, I was very, very far from the spirituality and all the practices and stuff. But even though it was our second event.
And I was on that event, actually. I don't know how many events you've done.
Yeah,
standing on the nails. How many?
A lot. It was very popular at that point.
I was that time on your event. Actually, I came as a tourist to Dubai, and I just follow her community because I was alone in Dubai. Like I didn't know anybody, and I wanted to know. I wanted to be a part of this community. I wanted to discover the people, how they are, who they are, whatever they are doing here, what they are doing here. It was so interesting for me. So I just joined some few of Veronika events.
And here you go. This is a real example of people connecting, How many years? So it been 2021 when I started the community, and basically we're 2026 right now, 5 years later. We're here sitting down, doing the podcast. I'm literally getting the goosebumps, like how crazy it is. So this is just like, you don't have to go even far,
You don't even know when this collaboration will fire up, It's like...
True. Yeah, I was going to tell you about like so many examples of the things in the community, but then looks like we don't really have to go far, because like here is the real example. And but yeah, I still would like to mention that about the networking and people becoming friends is one thing, like it's given, But then there was also such things, like I remember one girl, she came for the workshop, the perfume workshop, and now she has her own perfume brand. How crazy it is, And then another lady, she came for floristic workshop, and she was like, oh, I actually want to understand if this is really something that I want to do. And I remember I was having a beautiful workshop, I think before Valentine's Day or something like that. And it was beautiful shop with the flowers and stuff. And like later on, after we done, she was like, Veronika, I decided, like, it's clear, like, I want to do the flower shop. And she has a flower shop, and it's here, by the way, in Business Bay, so beautiful.
I mean, it's so many opportunities. And I also heard about your events. Maybe 6 or 5 years ago, I started watching you in Instagram. That's why when I met you first time on the boat, I say, I know you.
I saw you somewhere.
I saw you somewhere. I know I've seen you before, and I feel that I have connection. Because I was watching you. I was watching your events. I was watching how you used to grow together with the ladies, and it was so inspiring. That's why, like, I feel personally that's such an honor for me to be together among such a beautiful ladies, such a impactful, who created a lot of events behind, and who created just a lot of communities. I know you had communities. I know Tanya have community. And a lot of women are just connecting together, asking any questions, any support you need. You can just drop a message in the group and people will respond. And I feel that it's not only one way. You will give with one hand and receive with like 10 hands.
100%.
That's the community about. You feel that, yes, you're not alone anymore. You belong to something bigger than just a group of people. These people are understanding you, and it's so...
They won't judge you.
And they won't judge you, because sometimes you feel like, oh my God, if I say this, it might feel silly, but it's just simply my true heart, my true soul. And some of these events I've seen in Instagram, you were doing manifestation and yoga and all the sound healing, everything you can imagine. And this is where people used to transform.
100%.
You cry, and with the tears, you give some examples of what's going on inside your heart. And this is how you transform.
And like I was laughing, I remember at some point, I was like, name me any kind of a different type of the workshop, I'm sure I've done it. Like I was literally trying so hard to make it so interesting for everyone, because we're different, right? Someone likes the spirituality and doing yoga and standing on the nails and doing the silent healing. Someone just want to network and have some wine tasting, or someone wants to do some creative stuff. We was literally like I was literally trying so hard to make it work, to make it very interesting for everyone, so everyone could find the part of her in this community.
So Tanyusha, question for you. Why do you think, from your perspective, if women collaborate together, it's very empowering?
Best thing happen, very powerful. And especially nowadays, women, we are creating businesses. We are creating careers and self-development. And we all need each other in that case. Especially into a community, there is, it's not, instead of competition, there is a collaboration. And instead of doubt, there is encouragement.
To be honest, it's like, I remember, like a while back, there was this word like competition. And like but nowadays, as Tanya said, it's like, it's like almost hurting your eye even to hear this word, because like honestly, even in my like in my business, in terms of the events and stuff, we've got a great community, but of the people who is into the events and stuff, and there is no such thing as the competition. Anyone will write in the chat saying, hey guys, do you have, I don't know, a contact of the manager in Burj Al Arab? Oh yeah, here you go. And then another will say, oh, do you have, I don't know, a good musician and stuff? Oh yeah, I've been working with this. So it's like, when people actually don't have this word competition, and when it's about collaboration.
Girls, I think this is priceless.
Priceless, 100%.
Yes.
And together we can achieve much more than individually.
I always believe that, and to be honest, I was always seeking for it. Like I was seeking for the good people around me who will have a same kind of mindset, a same goals and stuff, who can be, because as Tanya said, when we're a team, we're bigger, we're stronger, we're, this and that and blah, blah, blah. So basically, it's very important to unite. It's very important to be together, and that's where I believe lots of power.
Yeah, that's so true, because honestly, when you are on the same energy level and you are very ambitious, you want to achieve all your goals, all your strategy in your life, that's where you click and you create something very beautiful out of it. And that's how the events and community grow. And that's what we were going to do together. That's why we're here today.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we are here to explain to our audience that yes, we are ready, that yes, we were waiting for it. Yes, we were probably
excited,
growing for it, and preparing mentally and physically to create one joined together community.
For the best moment we were.
Yeah, for the best moment and at the right time. I believe that's the right
100%.
time.
It is the most right time, whenever it could happen. And I always had, to be honest, since the time when I stopped the community. There was a reason for that. We'll tell you later about it. But like once I stopped, I was actually missing my girls so much. And like, I don't know, like so many friends, to be honest, started even laughing already. I was like, every time I come to Tanya, because I'm her client as well, I'm doing the eyebrows with her and my lashes. So I'm like, Tanya, I want to get back the community again. Like she can say how many times I've told her about
Maybe
it.
1 million times, maybe more.
That's why when I keep telling her about the community, she's like, I'm just inviting Veronika and she'll come and we will gonna discuss that. I mean, I think this is the right time to restart.
If
be
you
very
ask if it's
honest.
the right time, it is 100% the right time.
What is there inside you? What are the feelings inside you that you're restarting right now?
What is the feelings? I'm a very organized person. I'm very structured, as you know.
That's what we need.
Mind map.
That's what we need.
Yeah, we really need that, to be very honest.
And I honestly think also one of the reasons why I didn't start the community earlier, because I think I burned out. I burned out a lot. I was that person who was all like, it's not an easy, As my partner says, he says that if it would have been easy, everyone would do it, And the thing is that so many people think, oh, it's just like you're gonna be nice, invite the girls, gather and stuff, But the reality, it's not like that. It's not easy to gather people around you, to deal with people in the end of the day. And then, just because I was doing 15 events per month, it was basically, I don't know if it's the right
Quite a
word.
lot.
It's impressive.
But I was
15
working also.
events
So I was working
per month.
15,
I
one
can't
five. Yeah. So
Wow.
so what I was doing 2 workshops over the week and then 2 over the weekend, because obviously when I was working 9 to 5, I was having my days off, which is Friday and Saturday at that point, and so the rest of the times the workshops was like after my working hours,
And you were alone.
I was alone.
And you were always alone. And
Yes.
there was nobody to help you to print, order a venue. I don't know, take this artist for painting tomorrow, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like, I don't know if it's the right word, if it exists actually in English, conveyor, where it's like basically you just finished one event, then you have to prepare for the second one, and then once you finish the second one, you've got to find an expert and make sure that this is the right expert, that the expert will talk sense and will actually
Yeah.
bring some kind of use to the circle,
Yeah.
But this is also a start of your actual business right now.
Yeah, it is.
It is a very big start. Of a
I
very
was,
big-
I guess I was just, again, as I said, I was going
You
and
were
doing.
getting ready for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Big
was
events.
like entry level. Yeah, it
Yes.
was entry level.
So now you are doing a bigger events on a bigger scale, wedding and so forth, right?
Weddings are not really my thing. I'm more of a corporate person, again, structured.
Structure, yeah.
I'm more of a corporate. I love private events, such like birthdays and stuff. They're my heart and soul. But yeah,
Beautiful.
that's what it is.
I mean, whatever you have done in 2021, it deserves a big applause. And I mean, no wonder you burn out, because you were just simply alone doing 15 events a month, which is half a month.
Plus work.
Plus you work, daytime job, plus handling all of the organization, maintaining the clients. I think like you have done much more than one person is capable of.
But you know what? One thing which is like, I barely speak about it. And the reason why also I was doing a lot, I was so digged inside in my community. Obviously, I was enjoying woman to woman, that woman need, each woman need a woman. But then at the same time, I was in the difficult relationship, and I couldn't actually get out of them, and so the community at that point was my kind of anchor. The girls, they were my support, and I can be sure, and I can be so honest that actually community helped me to find myself, to find the right direction to go to, with the approach that we're heading the community right now is a completely different approach to what it was.
Yeah, beautiful. Tanya, what made you personally to also join in our forces and the project which we are creating?
Actually, this is my superpower. I can say I'm a conductor, the person who is connecting the people. And it's happened with me very naturally. Like, I don't do any especially forced to do that. Like, especially with you guys, yeah? Like, I just heard from you something, and I heard from you something. I said, okay, I didn't even ask if you want, guys, to connect it, but I just did it.
You have to.
Yeah.
You need.
You have to.
But it was very nice connection, and you did it very well at the right time and at the right place. Like, I like that about you.
Yeah, this is something about me since a very long time, It just daily happened with me. I just connect the people without any forces. Like, I just do it. And yeah, it's something very meaningful happened after that. And I believe the space who will create it, especially for the main reason is to connect the people, it could be like very, very, very important for each of us.
Yeah, that's so true, because when we will create the community, we will not only give a space to other women, we will also create energy level for them to feel comfortable, for them to feel understood, for them to feel like they belong.
Personal branding means, like, honestly, from my experience, a lot, especially in the community, because this was actually one of my problems. So the time, what happened, yeah?
No.
So basically, when the community was existing for more than a year, after 1 year, we created a big networking event, and it was like around 70 people together. Gathered. I was shocked, and then again, I was just following my instinct. And like, I was shocked, again, I had it so clearly in my mind that it's supposed to be a venue which is going to be closed only for us, and then there is going to be MC, and then there is going to be a DJ, which is like, thanks God I've got them on the barter basis, and like the guys were so nice and so open. They was like, yeah, sure, we'll do it for you and stuff. So yeah, we had the photo wall. Looking at this photo wall right now, like, I feel shy and shame and stuff, because like at that point it was completely different level.
Tell us a little bit, what do you think in this community, which experienced woman will get in this community?
So one thing which was very, 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 very important in InCircle community before is that everyone is welcome. We didn't have such thing that someone can come, someone can't come, someone can join, someone can't join,
Yeah, so you had a person, there was no restriction for any people.
There was no restriction.
No financial restriction, right?
No financial.
Yeah.
And what was very important, that there was no something that, like, each and every woman, they were super different. Someone was the part of just starting their path in Dubai. Someone was a good and very successful entrepreneur, Someone was just looking into direction where to go. Someone was just seeking for the networking and good surrounding. But then still, it was never actually something that will cause any kind of issues or misunderstanding or whatever it is.
Okay.
And the most beautiful part, I honestly believe that it's not about the community or anything else. Like, as long as you have a strong surrounding, you learn from each other, You teach each other, you learn from each other, and it's like, basically like that kind of thing. So like today, for example, when we were sitting down with you, you was like, oh, I've got to learn that from you. Like, this is something that, and this is so beautiful in the communities, when you can actually, just by communicating with each other, you can get so much more,
Tanyusha, what kind of experience you think women will gonna get in this community?
Honestly, my wish is a woman to be happy. And this community is definitely transformational for each of us. And yeah, as I told you already, like, I'm surrounded a very interesting, inspired, smart, nice women, and I'm just very happy to be providing my connections to all of you girls, and I'm truly believe I can resolve many of your solutions just because of my connections. Mm-hmm. This is also something very, very meaningful.
This is meaningful, and also when you have people around you who are maybe better in something than you are, or maybe more successful financially, because I know you are always interested to look for investment courses, and you always ask, like, how do I invest money to multiply the income? Like, what do I do? So I love this about you, because you always want to learn. You always want to climb up on the ladder. We always create a vision board. We see where we are today, and we try to understand how can we grow better. So this kind of community will help us to be not only surrounded by just a woman, by women from who we can learn every single day, right?
Yeah, self-development is honestly very important for me, and these communities are helping you a lot to find the new ideas, to change your mindset, imagine, to grow, to support each other, really to find the help. Any question you can ask in the chats, and any question, they will help you.
There is no question which called stupid question. All questions are welcome,
they
and
will
that's
help you.
beautiful. And no one will judge you for that, right? Yeah.
So for me, just to summarize, the most important experience that I want girls, ladies, women to receive from the community is the openness. Doesn't matter who you are, at what stage of the life you are, you're successful, you're not, whatever it is, you're welcome. That's one of the things.
Most welcome.
You are always most welcome to the beautiful heart community with the ladies who are here to teach you, to train you, to listen to you, to understand you, and feel like you are a part of a family. It's not only just a community, it's a family community.
I like this word.
Yeah.
It is.
Because we are all expats here, right?
We need a family, and we have it.
Yes, and we have someone who you can call, whom you can come and feel like you're welcome all the time. Someone who knows your name, who knows who you are, who is there to check how you feel and how you are in these events.
And one of the things that I was telling you girls during the time when we was preparing for this podcast is that I think it would be really great if we will build inside Dubai our own Dubai.
Yeah, our own small oasis inside the desert where you
where
feel
it's safe, where
beautiful.
it's
Special atmosphere.
So tell us, like, how do you feel? What impact women in Dubai will gonna have when they join our InCircle community?
I honestly think we was talking about the personal branding and stuff, and it's very, very, very important. Oh yeah, I remember now. So what happened with the community? The community was existing for a year, year. Then we created a big networking event, and then I realized that I can't really this is something that I'm more than that, and that's how the whole career of me as entrepreneur and event planner and started and stuff. But I didn't want to close the community. This is the problem. And then one of the things that we did in the community, so the past was actually very, very interesting and very smooth, and I so appreciate the universe and to the whole circumstances which is happening in my life, because it's like God took me in my hand and just start walking with me, and showing me basically a right way, if I can say so. Because so the first year I was from February 2001 to the February 2022, I was just doing the events. I can't remember, I'm not prepared about it, but at some point I actually counted how many events did we host during the year, and it was a huge number So basically, when I did the event for 70 people, I remember how I called my mom, and I was like, Mom, I'm more than those 20 people, small little events. I want something bigger, And then in my life came my close friend, which is my close friend until now, who was very, very knowledgeable about events, and that's how we connected again and start doing the events. We was doing big events. So our first event we did just 3 months later, which was in May, for very big influencers, for 300 people for 5 days.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was my first event, to the point that I had to go to my boss and say, you know what, I signed up for some training. I hope she'll not hear it and see it. But that's what I had to do in order for me to be where I am right now, And after that, after the first big event, we did a retreat to Bali, and it was always my dream to take girls to Bali, because Bali is my soul, heart, is the place where I maybe retire, and we did the retreat in Bali, and then later on we did a tour in Bali, tour in Turkey. And so during that time when I was in Bali, my friend at that point who was managing the community, she was like, Veronika, I don't know what you did in Bali, but like one of the very famous bloggers, she texted us in the community saying that we would like to do a world presentation, which like they was not from Dubai, and they wanted to do the presentation here, whereas like people will come from different countries and will do like big presentations of 2 days. I'm not gonna call the names and stuff, but it was really big. And that's actually how I decided to resign from my work. It was very, very difficult moment for me.
I remember this moment very well because she came for the treatment in my beauty salon, and she was sharing.
Crying.
She was crying. She was broke. Yeah, she was sharing me that she have this decision inside of her, but it was so complicated to realize it. Yeah, I try to support you.
Thank you. Yeah,
But
to be honest,
I really happy that you did it.
I'm so happy.
She was so brave.
Yeah, it was very brave step. Yeah,
She's very strong. You're a very strong woman.
And like every time when I understand that, oh, today is 4 years since I'm not working in the office, like I'm so appreciating myself every time that I did that step, I did that, decision. And where I was taking you also is that the personal branding means a lot. I was actually and personal brand, yeah, because I was trying to find so hard someone who will be managing the community, and I couldn't find anyone, because with that approach that I had, it was my heart and soul, my community, like every time. That's why Tanya also knows that like anything was happening in my life, I was sharing there, and like I think the girls was always feeling that openness from my side.
Yes. It's about you.
And they was actually responding back, So the moral of the story is that after, I can't remember how many actually people I tried to be a part of the community, to be someone who can take over so I can go and grow,
Yes.
I think it was not less than 3-4 people, but I could see that there was zero reaction on the audience, and like the smallest thing as a story's views was not going.
It's not the same. It's not the same person. People came for you. They didn't come for anybody else.
Personal branding is so important.
So important, yeah. Tanya, last question for you. How do you think, what will be the vision of the community which we are creating?
Girls, my main reason why I choose to move to Dubai. I definitely from the childhood I knew that I would move. I was choosing for some few years. I was visiting Europe countries, Asian countries, Gulf countries, and I chose Dubai. Why? Because of the people. Dubai is full of incredible, smart, successful people, and of course women. And this is something very specific about Dubai people. Not all this luxury lifestyle, not at all. The influence you got from the people, the way you become after being connected with these people, and when I moved to Dubai, me personally, I needed something like communities, because I moved, I had no friends, no work, I had nothing. I didn't know anything, even anything about the documents, about how to drive here, about nothing. I was just started to visit events, women events, and I started to grow my own community, my own life. I built my life in Dubai only because of these events, women events.
From scratch.
From scratch,
From
really.
scratch, yeah.
I had no
and you
clients.
didn't speak English, by the way.
I didn't speak English. Yeah, I had zero knowledges. I had no language, no home, no friends, nothing. Here, where I am right now.
Yeah.
I'm really very grateful, and we are here now to build something very meaningful, to create a space where everybody is welcome.
Beautiful. I just wanted to say like a conclusion of all the stories that we are together here, that we are combining our beautiful points, our strong points,
Experience.
our experience together to
Life
create
experience, the most
our
important
life
one.
experience, right? And ourselves, because we're giving a piece of our heart and our soul in
We are
creating.
healing each other, girls.
Yes, and inspiring as well. I look
A
at
lot.
each one of you and I feel that, oh my God, I need to be better. I need to be like them because they are already on the top and I want to be on the top. So it's beautiful to just unite and continue InCircle community. That's what we will do. And we will create lots of beautiful events which will be uniting women, uniting all the possible scale of the woman.
But more deeper and more thoughtful.
More deeper, yes.
And in just a completely different another level, we've been. It's just so funny actually how the things works between us. We just sit and like bam, bam, bam,
Yeah.
bam, it's getting done. So just a quick spoiler: we wrote a huge product line like of different products that we would like to
Invite you.
get done in the community. We're working on it right now, and very, very, very soon you will hear from us regarding our first big networking event where we will do the whole, I believe, presentation of what's the new InCircle community gonna be like.
Yes, watch the dates, see our updates, and we will gonna definitely tell you when is our next big event, when is the rebranding, restarting, reviving InCircle, and bringing back all those ladies with the energy and giving them opportunity to connect.
Ukraine.
Beautiful, beautiful conversation. Thank you very much for
Thank
coming.
you.
Just in few words, how was your experience today? Tanyusha, first you.
Always, I love to be part of your podcasts. Honestly, from the beginning, it's a little bit like you're worried what you would say, how it will be the questions, if I can speak properly in the English. But in the end, I feel like very relaxed, and I really enjoy the process. I really enjoyed it. It's also helping me a lot in my personal brand. Because the people after the podcast, they're asking me many questions, and I see how they look at me in a very different way. They're just coming to my treatments, and they totally, they don't need it, actually. The treatment is not the reason why they're coming. They're asking me a lot about my life, about the podcast, about what I was speaking with you.
Wow.
And yeah, that's very, very important for them. And I got more and more success in my work because of this.
I'm very glad. Veronika, what about you?
First of all, it was my first one. I've done it. And I'm completely agree with whatever Tanya said. I don't know what's going to be like after, but in general, I was very, very, very stressed. And, with the whole circumstances right now, like it's very difficult to, like you find that inner thing inside you, and then like some stuff happens, and then anyways, it's just to be honest, I am so actually surprised because it was very easy going. I was very stressed, and girls, I was like, okay, I'm ready, I prepared everything, but overall it actually went super smooth, super easy, super natural, and thank you so much for having us.
I'm very grateful. Thank you so much. I love this. Your eyes are sparkling.
Yeah.
You are shining.
And that's what we are here for.
I love it. Thank you very much for being here, and I love you both, really.
Love you both, love you too. And it's so important that we actually recharge from each other.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm sure 100% our community will be big and it will be unforgettable. Let's have
That's
this
what
spirit.
we need.
Let's get it done.